But at least the president of Nigeria is adequately protected. If I were him, I would have bitten the bullet and taken the decision.
So why,
let hell fall, because the poor man out there is suffering and dying of hunger.
Good evening.
Hello, welcome to this channel. There is this video I came across and I would like us to watch it together. But before we do that, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do that. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to keep being part of this. Then as you watch, do not forget to react and also drop your comments in the comment section.
But at least the president of Nigeria is adequately protected. If I were him, I would have bitten the bullet and taken the decision.
So
let hell fall, because the poor man out there is suffering and dying of hunger.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. Yet another time, Tinubu and his government has gambled Nigeria again. This time around, they said they are paying 7.7 trillion fuel subsidy debts to NNPC. 7.7 trillion fuel subsidy debt. The fuel is from Nigeria. They manufacture it in Nigeria and they sell it to Nigerians. Yet, they are paying the fuel subsidy. Little wonder, Babangida said in his book that Nigerians are badly educated. They accept everything you give them. They don't ask questions about anything at all. They don't question anything. Where you push them, they go. If you ask them to come, they come. Now, on a normal circumstances, Tinubu first of all lied to Nigerians that he is not paying fuel subsidy after he said subsidy is gone. And in the year 2023, he paid 5.4 trillion. Go and fact check me. Thereafter, 2024, we are now in 2025. I think they are still paying for 2024/2025 7.7 trillion. How many times are they going to gamble you people, Nigerians? I am happy that Tinubu can do whatever he likes to do. Why? Because Nigerians don't reason. They love entertainment. They love to put mouth in quarrel between two people. They love to see that, oh, this celebrity is quarreling with this celebrity. They love to, put mouth on things that doesn't concern them. And this is where they found themselves. Paying for what they are not supposed to pay for, the fuel, the petroleum, crude oil that is being explored from your own soil, your ancestral land. They will take it to a company there in Ijebundeki. They will refine it in Warri there, in Port Harcourt, so many places. They will refine. After refining it, they sell it back to you in a higher price. Then after government will still come out, take your money, they say they are still paying for fuel subsidy. Anyway, what do I know, Seth? The report has it. This is not a rumor. Government has confirmed it that yes, we are paying 7.7 trillion. Okay, since Nigeria government confirms plan to pay 7.7 trillion for subsidy debt to NNPC. The Nigerian government has confirmed its plan to settle a fuel subsidy debt of 7.74 trillion owed to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC. The debt, which accumulated as an exchange rate differential for the importation of premium motor spirit, PMOS, spans from June 2023 to September 2024, when the country fully implemented the regulation of the downstream oil sector. Another question is, what is the meaning of the 5.4 trillion paid last year? Because they are telling us that this one is from June 2023 to September 2024. So is it from February Tinubu has in office to June they paid 5.4 trillion? Anyway, the figure was disclosed in a document presented by the NNPC to the Federal Account Allocation Committee, FAC, during its February meeting in Abuja. The Punch reports the government has outlined a plan to clear the outstanding subsidy within 210 days, according to the document obtained by our correspondents. The report revealed that the subsidy debt initially stood at 10.499 trillion, but 2.76 trillion was recovered between November 2023 and September 2024, bringing the balance to 7.74 trillion. It's a pity. A month-by-month breakdown shows how the debt steadily increased. June 2023, 1.4 trillion. July 2023, 1.48 trillion. October 2023, 1.1 trillion. March 2024, 4.6 trillion. June 2024, 6.9 trillion. And September 2024, 7.7 trillion. The subsidy amounts represent 14.0% of Nigeria's 54.99 trillion 2025 national budget. Here we go. So the budget of this year, 40% is just to fuel subsidy. Anyway, no matter what you say, Nigerians will not change. Nigerians will not think different. Nigerians will not act. They keep on supporting people who are killing them. What do I know, sir? You see, all this information is just important that sometimes we bring it to the general public to see what is going on. Not because people are going to act, not because the organized labor are going to ask questions. We have one of the most deadliest organized labor in the world that don't question government. Look at inflation is going up and down, prices up and down, and we have organized labor who are supposed to do what they ought to do. But they don't do anything. They just leave it for the poor masses. So anything you like, you do. Anyway, it is what it is. You can't change what is unchangeable. The problem of Nigeria is insurmountable. And unless the foundation is destroyed, there is no new foundation could be laid where that foundation is. You can see the upstairs funded. Nigeria is already funded. Nigeria is already funded. The only solution to it is to change the foundation. You must destroy the house down to the core. Because if you want to start pretending and you start putting another block on the upstairs, the collapse will kill people. And that is my warning to everybody in Nigeria. Be very careful, because it's not going to be funny.
I was privileged to serve as the chairman of the subcommittee 2008 and 2009 on the economic meltdown. I was one of the members. 3 of us governors and some other members with Mr. President as chairman. So I chaired the committee on subsidy. And everything about the subsidy regime and then the scam in the subsidy regime was discovered by my committee. And of course, since then, recommendations were made, which unfortunately were never implemented. And it's very sad. I'm sad to let Nigerians know that from what I saw, we came across situations where subsidy was claimed on pipelines that never existed. You just claim that I would have pumped X amount of, either finished products or crude, maybe from Kaduna, from Warri to Kaduna.
By NNPC? Making this claim?
Of course, who else is doing it?
Oh dear.
Those that pump and those that are in the subsidy scam, they just fill papers, invoices, and they claim subsidy on it. In fact, there was an instance of a pipeline that was supposed to exist between Lagos and Warri. And tons of monies were collected on subsidy on a pipeline that never existed. This is Nigeria for you.
But I thought they were telling us that it is marketers and some other persons who are perpetrating the fraud. So NNPC is involved?
They are all involved in these things, all of them. Oh. All of them. And I must sadly also report that, you see, Nigeria subsidy, if it's that part of it that is actually goes for the subsidy, we go on subsidizing sub-Saharan Africa and Central Africa, because the bulk of these products are smuggled out of this country. Then who is subsidizing who?
Wait, that report that you spoke about NNPC, all of them being involved, was it submitted to the government?
Of course it was.
Government knows about this?
Of course, yes, they do. And attempts were made, but I'm telling you, it can be very frustrating in Nigeria to implement policies, especially where there are interest and a cabal that exists. It's just similar to what you have as this bunkering issue. Something it can be stopped, but you can't stop it. It can be stopped, but the political will to stop it is not there. There are so many interests that are involved there. And that's what is leading Nigeria to where we are today. That at a point in time during the Jonathan regime, I know we hardly were pumping up to 1 million barrels a day. And the prices kept crashing. Then how do you manage the economy that is dependent on oil? So the subsidy regime, like I said, should have gone way back in 2012, 2013. Should have gone. Any person that is shouting subsidies are going to affect that, this is a selfish person. A person who is connected to the scammers that are killing this country.
What you've said is very shocking to a lot of Nigerians. Much as you say you are sad to tell, but yes, it's important that Nigerians know. And that means that all this while, the previous government and previous governments have been lying to Nigerians about this subsidy matter.
I think so. They didn't have the political will to take the decisions to remove it. All this, they say, IMF is pushing us, IMF is that, World Bank is... That is not the issue. In fact, I have one of my friends who is in the oil industry. We traveled to China with him, one of the presidents of Nigeria. He told me, my brother, because we were discussing the subsidy issue, say, I'm a member of the economic team of Mr. President. Mm-hmm. And when I went for a meeting, I told him, Mr. President, I called him by the side. I said, Mr. President, please remove this subsidy. He said, we are tired of making money. What? Yes, I'm telling you to God Almighty. He said, we are tired of making money, Mr. President. Remove this subsidy. Because he is a patriot and he's seen the scams that are going on there. Goodness. And he told me, he's alive today.
Oh. Won't your friend then say that they were tired of making money, understanding the scam? So did he tell you, why didn't the president go ahead and remove it? Because if he had that first-hand information, he should have acted, the former president.
I'm sorry, my brother. The president may not have done it because of the entrenched interest. Could even be at the risk of his life. But at least the president of Nigeria is adequately protected. If I were him, I would have bitten the bullet and taken the decision.
So let hell fall,
because the poor man out there is suffering and dying of hunger. Yeah, and we are busy feeding on them in collaboration with foreigners.
But at the risk of his life may not be tenable because he's very well protected as president.
Yes, so I'm just wondering. Probably, the whole thing was maybe shrouded in something very cloudy that you cannot understand. Because why are you a worker? Why are you? You are there to take decisions on a daily basis. And this decision can be right or wrong. You have the right to take those decisions. And you see a good...
Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your contribution in the comment section and also do well to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.